Mode select.
Welcome back, Spartans, and today I have an interesting video on how to farm Dark Elixir, but this is going to be unlike any other video you've ever seen. It's going to be using a force that no one really would actually recommend for it, and I'll explain why. First things first, what happens when we farm Dark Elixir? We go up really high in trophies, let's say Masters or Champions, and then within 24 to 36 or maybe even 2 to 3 days, we farm Dark Elixir so hard we drop into Crystal or Gold League, and we burn out, and then you have to use regular troop forces to push back up, and it takes a couple days, and you repeat. Well, this is a way to sustainably continue to keep your Dark Elixir growing at an extreme pace and an extreme rate. So, first things first you need to know is that I actually garch all the time. And obviously, while I'm garching, I use just Goblins, Archers, and Wall Breakers. And I actually farmed about 300,000 Dark Elixir in an approximate, I say 8 days maybe. It was like 40,000 Dark Elixir a day. Yesterday, I actually held from 3,300 down to about 2,700. But then I got desperate and I farmed 75,000 Dark Elixir in a single day. And that cost me the rest of my trophies that I dropped into Crystal League. At which point, I figured this strategy out. By using about 400 to 500 Dark Elixir worth of minions, you can continue to push back up and continue to find high amounts of Dark Elixir once you hit that Crystal 1 area, and push yourself back into Champions really quickly, or at least in a Masters, without having to worry about actually using a force to hunt trophies, which just eats up your time and your other resources. So what I'm basically doing is just farming my way up, using heavy balloons, and of course a couple minions. Now, as you can see here, we did win about 400,000 of each, plus 4,200 Dark Elixir. That is insane, guys. Now, why did I choose Blinion rather than any other force? Reason being is that you garch your way down. It's the cheapest force, it's the fastest, super reliable, and you need a reliable, cheap, fast building force that'll go up. And what builds faster than loons in minions? Almost nothing. And minions cost so little Dark Elixir that it only costs between, you could actually do with up to, or as low as 200 Dark Elixir and still have, you know, about 20 minions, which is probably enough to use. And if you want to try and use that, that's fine. And you'll actually win and still get the loot bonus for the win, which will cover the cost of the minions and more. So the whole point of this is that minions, you don't need to use a lot of them, and they do their job effectively. Balloons are extremely good at being reliable and taking out defenses, which is all you really need to get to that Dark Elixir, and it allows for an easy win. Now, whether you're going for 50% or the 2-star is your choice, but as long as you're hunting that Dark Elixir and you get it all, that's what really matters. Once again, another almost 4,000, I almost said 4 grand, yeah, almost 4 grand worth of Dark Elixir chilling on the board right now, and we are using a strategized technique to take out these Air D and Archer towers. Now, I'm going to go heavy here on the north side, or northeast side, I should say, and take out those Air D and also go for that Dark Elixir. Now, some of you may be asking, why did I waste troops on the Dark Elixir storage up on top when all of it was in the mines? Number one, I didn't know it was all in the mines when I started the attack, and once I figured that out, I figured, as for the point of the video, to take all the Dark Elixir, I might as well destroy everything that can hold Dark Elixir in general, and that means the storage, which is on the outside. Now, as you can see here, we've taken out these easy Archer towers, and a few balloons that I have left are cruising around the board, and I'm going to use my free spell and rage spell to kind of help them out, because they are being a perfect meat shield for my minions, especially in case a bomb appears, which it has not, thank God. Now, unfortunately, I did make the mistake in the beginning of thinking more Dark Elixir was in the storage, so I wasted a few more minions than needed, and of course, an extra balloon. Now, guys, you could perfect this, obviously. You could say that it was a mistake, whatever. Things happen. Let's recover the mistake. That's the bottom line. I'm very patient here with my last minions, and of course, I want to wait till they can do the most damage, and as soon as they start to target toward that Dark Elixir and get in range of the Air D, I start dropping my Clan Castle, which has a few minions in it, and of course some more balloons. This allows me to get the Dark Elixir, and I was confident that if my minions didn't get it, my dropping balloons would take out the Dark Elixir storage. So we did get 57%, which is the win, and we have this extra little minion over here working around the edge that I dropped, and he has taken out the extra loot. We won about 120,000 of each, and of course the 4,000 Dark Elixir, which is what we're really hunting for, and which is really important. Plus, the loot win for Crystal one's like 300, which covers pretty much half the cost of my minions, and that is a nice little easy thing to cover. So overall, like 3,500 was my 37, let's say 3,700 was how much I actually profited out of that attack, which is insane. I'm sure we can all agree. Now, of course, we aren't going to attack all easy bases, guys. Some of these bases are pretty difficult. And, of course, we need to win, and we need to get all the dark, whether it's in the center or all on the edges. Who cares where it is? We need to get it. So, balloons are really good for this because they're very versatile. As long as you know what you're doing, you just need to know where and when to drop them. So, as you can see, dropped a couple minions to make sure I score a possible 50% here. Obviously, they're out of range of most of the defenses. That one archer tower, can't talk, guys. One archer tower is giving me hell. Alright, so as you can see, we are continuing to drop these balloons very carefully here and working on focusing on that one area right there. Boom. Perfect freeze spell, perfect rage spell, and of course, let's freeze this so we can focus on how awesome it is. No, I'm kidding, guys. It was a pretty decent one, but it's very important and when you do this because I was able to take out both an Expo, a Inferno Tower, and of course, an Air D without much trouble at all. It wasn't even a lot of balloons, and now this allows me to take out this other side here and get rid of this Air D without having to worry about running out of loons. Now, this pretty much means that nothing is in my way as far as the Dark Elixir storage goes, except for, of course, that Queen and the 2 Expos. Everything else is out of range of defenses. So, my minions are going to get down here and they're going to go to work, taking out as much loot, and there's that 50% easy 1 star, and now we got a ton of minions, so let's help them out because they're going to be in trouble here. Let's enrage them. So they start taking hits, but they're so strong under a rage spell that they're able to take that Dark Elixir storage out and easily run away. We do end up stealing about 60,000 gold and 100,000 elixir, but the real key is that we get the 4,000 Dark Elixir once again, and that is what we're looking for, boys. We're trying to get as much Dark Elixir as possible, and of course, if we can get 4,000 a raid, even 3,000 a raid, that is going to allow us to upgrade our heroes non-stop. So guys, this is why this force allows for unlimited Dark Elixir stealing. Now, some of you may argue it's not unlimited, and it is, guys, because as long as you use Garch and Balinian together, using this technique once you hit about Crystal 1, you will be able to steal unlimited Dark Elixir without having to push your way back up to find Dark Elixir that your Garch or Barch can win. And that allows it to be an unlimited finding of Dark Elixir. So that is really what is important, and that's what I'm really trying to go for with this video, is show you guys what you should do to keep upgrading those heroes, because I know my biggest struggle is that I'm now reaching the level 30 area, and in order to keep my heroes going to level 40, I need to average about 40,000 Dark Elixir stolen a day. And that's only going to go up as I get higher heroes. And that is something I need to do literally every single day for the next probably 3 months in order to max my heroes out. And I'm going to try and do it, guys. I honestly will probably take a break in a month. But for the next month, I will push as hard as I can to take as much Dark Elixir as possible and show you guys how to hunt Dark Elixir. So expect plenty of videos explaining how to do it, what forces work, what techniques. I will do a ton of awesome videos on it, both on my main channel, King2412, and this one, the Clash Army. And I hope you guys are excited because I really hope it helps you guys a lot. And as you can see here, I did miss out on about 1,400 Dark Elixir, unfortunately, in this one, which is sad, but I just didn't have the force to get into the center of the base. I did end up stealing about 3,000 Dark, getting the 50%, or the 1 star from the Town Hall and 200,000 of each, which is what I was going for. Now, there's no reason you can't farm regular loot while you're farming your Dark, and a lot of times they go hand in hand, guys, because a lot of times when you find a lot of loot, you're finding it in the actual Dark Elixir mine rather than the storage, because a lot of times the storage is really heavily defended and people don't actually save that much. And let's be honest, there's 3 mines, each of them can hold about 1,200 or more. I believe it's a little more than that now with the update. So about, let's say, 3,600 to 4,000 is what is actually able to be stolen from just straight mines, and then about 3,000 is able to be stolen from your actual storage. So you can win as much from the mines being full as you can from the storage being anywhere from 100,000 full to 200,000 full. And that actually doesn't change no matter how much is in there. You still win about 3,000 Dark Elixir either way. As you can see, you also can win a little bit from the clan castle, which is not really important because they have to be in wars and keep their loot in there in order to win. Uh-oh, there's the Wi-Fi signal. Luckily, it holds on tight, and we're able to get through this video. another 2,800 Dark Elixir stolen, plus a Town Hall, and of course the 50%, which allows us to get a 2-star and win this one, plus 220,000 gold. Now, I don't really need resources for anything, but I will be using them to upgrade my walls, and you'll be seeing plenty of videos with me upgrading heroes and walls coming soon. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, subscribing, and of course following us on Twitter. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing a giveaway soon, guys, and we'll be doing tons of more epic videos. I know a lot of guys in the Clash Army have been really busy with exams and all that good stuff with family time from the holidays, but we are getting back on track, and we're having a lot of fun here, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.